Welcome back my YouTube channel Hominid History Hub. Today, we journey back in time, over 3 million years into the distant past, to explore a world teeming with strange creatures, early ancestors, and intense survival. In this ancient landscape, we'll witness a remarkable and speculative encounter between Homo Habilis, one of the earliest human ancestors, and the formidable Saber-Tusked Boar, an extinct giant whose very presence would have shaped how hominins behaved, moved, and even thought. Around 3.2 million years ago, Earth looked very different. Africa, the cradle of humankind, was covered with vast woodlands, open savannas, and patches of dense forest. This rich mosaic of environments was home to an extraordinary variety of life, some of it now lost forever to extinction. Among the tall grasses and scattered acacia trees, early hominins moved cautiously, always on alert. Though Homo habilis would appear slightly later, around 2.4 million years ago, we take some creative liberty in this narrative to imagine what such a creature might have experienced in a world still ruled by massive herbivores and sharp-toothed predators. This is not only a look into biological history, but also a visualization of evolutionary pressures at work. The saber-tusked boar, sometimes referred to by scientists as Metridiocoeris, was no ordinary pig. This now extinct genus of giant warthog had elongated, curved upper tusks that projected dramatically from its snout, some exceeding 40 centimeters in length. These tusks weren't just for show. They were formidable tools for defense, combat, and possibly even dominance displays. With a bulky frame and a height that could rival modern-day wild boars, this beast could weigh over 300 kilograms. It had the power to charge at dangerous speeds and turn quickly to face threats. Unlike many herbivores, it wouldn't always flee. Instead, it might stand its ground, using its tusks to intimidate or even injure attackers. Imagine the scene. Early morning in the savanna. A small group of Homo habilis emerges from a grove of trees, foraging for roots, insects, and edible plants. They are quiet but alert, their primitive stone tools clutched tightly in hand. These tools, crude flakes chipped from larger stones, represent one of their biggest advantages over other animals. Suddenly, a rustle in the tall grass. The group halts. Eyes scan the horizon. There, just beyond a clump of bushes, moves a massive shadow. A low grunt echoes across the plain. The saber-tusked boar has arrived. It's foraging too, rooting the ground with its snout in search of bulbs and tubers, unaware, or perhaps unconcerned, by the presence of hominins nearby. This is a critical moment. The hominins must decide whether to stay hidden or move away. One wrong step could provoke a charge. Though Homo habilis is intelligent, cooperative, and agile, it is no match for a fully grown Metridiocoeris in direct combat. Survival depends on observation, strategy, and caution. Some members of the group begin to slowly retreat, keeping low to the ground. Others remain motionless, crouched behind rocks and tree trunks. They watch as the boar snorts, shifts its weight, and lifts its head to sniff the air. The wind is not in the hominin's favor. Then, a misstep. A young male accidentally knocks over a rock. The sound breaks the tension like a clap of thunder. The boar freezes, ears perked, and eyes narrow. It lets out a loud, guttural growl and charges toward the sound, tusks glinting in the morning sun. The group scatters. There is no formation, only instinct. Some climb trees, some dash toward higher ground. The young male, now exposed, runs zigzag through the brush, his breath shallow, heart pounding. The boar barrels after him but quickly loses interest, its momentum broken by the terrain. After the danger passes, the group regathers, shaken but unharmed. This encounter, while harrowing, becomes part of their shared memory. It's not just fear they've learned, but also respect. Respect for the power of other creatures, for the unpredictability of the wild, and for the need to work together to survive. That it's experiences like these that shaped the cognitive evolution of early humans. Memory, communication, and cooperation were essential tools long before spears and fire. The brain became as vital a weapon as any claw or tusk in the struggle for survival. Over generations, encounters with powerful animals, like saber-tusked boars, hyenas, and big cats, helped mold the behaviors of hominins. Danger created opportunities for learning. Every predator or threat was a lesson written into the genetic and cultural code of our ancestors. And while Homo habilis might not have had the physical strength of their rivals, they possessed something far more enduring: adaptability. Their ability to create and use tools, to remember, to plan, and eventually to pass knowledge down through generations would lay the groundwork for everything that followed. The saber-tusked boar, now extinct, played its part in this grand theater. Though it vanished long ago, its impact on early hominins lingers in the echoes of evolutionary history. It was not an enemy or a monster, but a challenge, a test that shaped the future of humanity. By understanding these encounters, we gain insight not only into the creatures themselves, but also into the forces that shaped our species. Life 3.2 million years ago was no peaceful Eden. It was a raw, dynamic world of constant adaptation and endless change. Thank you for watching Hominid History Hub 2. If you enjoyed this journey into deep time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. More ancient stories and forgotten encounters await just around the corner. Until next time, keep looking back to see how far we've come.